guess a lot of you possibly have tried to get work experience in the last couple of years and found it quite difficult. We are starting to see more face-to-face work experience come back post-COVID, but obviously that very much depends on the environment in the local area around sort of COVID, around students that are already in place. It's worth, before you start thinking about applying for programs, think about what sort of work experience requirements they might have. Think outside the box. It doesn't have to be a hospital. It could be a care home. It could be a hospice. It could be a GP practice. It could be the voluntary sector. So there's lots of opportunities to get experience that might be relevant. Consider online opportunities to do work experience. We have, in my region in the east of England, we have our health and care academies, which do a lot of work experience activity online. And if you can't get work experience, consider volunteering. There are some age limits for some organisations around volunteering, but we do have things like the NHS cadet scheme. We have sort of charities that work within most of our acute hospitals. So your local general hospital will often have a charity. So think about those sort of opportunities and where you might be able to take advantage of those to develop some skills. And when you're applying for roles, don't necessarily focus just on formal work experience. Think about where you might have done things within your, personal life. Have you cared for a grandparent or a relative or a neighbor? Have you organized a prom in school? These are all things that give you a real rich vein of skills and experience that you can bring to your application and interview process.